everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing just a little vlog. Like, I honestly just feel like we need to show more ordinary days. What does it look like as a freelancer day to day? It's not always this high routine, high energy day. Today I literally feel like I have nothing to do. But we'll plan and everything, I promise. We'll plan and see what we can do today, but I literally am like, what do I do today? So I'm just bringing you along. I do want to put out a little disclaimer though. Yesterday I tried to do this exact same vlog, but I kept recording in slow motion, so I'm going to replay yesterday morning because right now it's currently afternoon, and I basically did the exact same thing this morning that I did yesterday. So we'll just re-roll the clips and I will see you after those clips. Good morning, you guys. I am currently eating my breakfast and I am about to start reading my Bible, and we're gonna go to the gym this morning, and I basically just want to take you guys along my day and what I do as a freelancer slash podcaster slash content creator, and I think we're gonna have a fun day today. So to ourselves, and nobody's in the cardio room. I just finished my workout and I use the Trainwell app, which I feel like I've talked about on here before, but basically I have a trainer, a virtual trainer, who creates a workout plan for me, and today's was 19 minutes and I worked out all of that. I think that if you are just kind of trying to get active, like, one of my goals is to become somebody who loves working out, and one of the ways I'm doing that is by using that app and coming to the gym instead of just trying to do it at home or whatever, even though I love my home workouts and I do it there too, but there's just something about coming to the gym. I do think that I'm gonna walk on the treadmill. I was thinking like it depends, but because my goal for this month is to work out at least 25 minutes, I did 20 and I was like, maybe another 20 won't hurt. So I am gonna read my book and hop on the treadmill, just have like a nice cool down from that strength workout. Okay, I just did 3 speed. I don't know if that is universal across all treadmills, but I did 3 speed. I just wiped it down. And I'm gonna go home and make some coffee. I really try, if I'm working out in the morning, to not have anything other than water and my breakfast. I don't know how true this is, but I heard that women are supposed to actually eat before they work out. My morning today and yesterday. Obviously yesterday I made iced coffee and I have hot coffee today, so that's why I wanted to put out the disclaimer, because it wasn't all in one day. But I have my Inside and Out products here, my favorite products at the moment for journaling and planning. So I've talked about my daily focus planner like every single day since I've gotten it basically. And if you want to see more in depth about this, I will link last week's video where I planned for the month of February. We are just planning for today, which is Friday. I didn't finish a couple of things that I needed to do yesterday, so I am moving them to today. I need to find emails for a couple of brands. I am going to upload a form for my PO box. I'm going to finish my laundry, which is a big one. And then for like little tasks, I really want to get my hallway / office cleaned, and I'll show you guys exactly what that looks like. Tonight at 7:30, the Knicks play. If you're a basketball fan, I have decided that I was just going to be a Knicks fan. I really wanted to be a Wizards fan because I'm from like the DMV area, Washington, DC area. I was like, I should like them, but at the same time, they're not that good. So I was like, I want to pick like a good team for my first year of really looking into the NBA. So I wrote down the next game because I'll most likely watch that, and it's at 7:30, so it's usually like the time that I'm like chilling anyways. I don't think that I need to edit for any clients today, but I do need to check a couple of things, so I will go to my office. But the other thing that would be to edit this vlog because it goes out Monday and currently it's Friday. So I'm being serious about YouTube this year. If it takes until the last second to do something, I want to do it. I also am supposed to be getting some short form content for a girl that is helping me edit. She an intern right now, and I'm so thankful for her. So I also need to film some short form, which I think will be mostly like my hobbies today. So I think for today, that's it. It seems like very little mundane tasks, but they also will make me feel so much better. Something that I'm learning about slow living since I really started diving into this was that when you prep things correctly and when you do things correctly, your life does become really slow. And I think that's why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling today. And even as a freelancer, like your work days go up and down. So there's some days where I'm like super busy and I'm at the computer for the entire time that I'm working. And then there's some days like today where if a client reaches out and is like, hey, do you have time to edit? I'd be like, yes, because I do. One of the things that I'm doing is journaling, and I usually have been doing this at night, but because I have time right now, I just want to do it while I am here. The cool thing about this Better Everyday journal is that it gives you prompts. I'm actually doing last night's. I didn't do last night's because I only had like a sentence to write down. And this morning when I woke up, I was like, just because you only have one sentence to write down doesn't mean that that's not journaling. So I am going to write down the sentence that I had for this question over here. But then it also has like, it has the prompts, but then themes, I guess. So like this one is for, it like starts in June and it's about your relationships. I think that's really cool to just kind of like keep yourself thinking all year about certain topics, which is like so nice. And then, like I said, they have the prompts at the top, so you just have to answer the prompt. So I'm gonna go ahead and journal, and then we'll move on to the next. I have one more episode of Bridgerton left. Unless more episodes came out, then I have more. But I did want to finish the one that I didn't finish last night. and I'm going to eat lunch while I do that. But I wanted to talk about my shots because I've gotten a couple of questions about them. So this one obviously is green, and I have a carrot and orange one, and then this one's beets, and I just literally put whatever I want in each one, but most of the ingredients like are apples and whatever the green is or the fruit or vegetable is. So like this one's beets and apples, and then I threw ginger in it. There's ginger in all of these. This one is oranges, carrots, ginger, and turmeric because I had some. And then this one is celery, cucumber, apples, ginger, lemon, oh, and then spinach or kale, depending on which one I have. I've been making these for the last couple of weeks, and I definitely feel like they have been what has kept me and my husband from getting any type of illness. Cheers. I actually don't like the beets one as much, and it's funny because I actually have beets in this as well, which I'll explain this in a little bit. And that's why. And then my salad. This is a recipe I got off of YouTube from somebody. She like meal prepped for 7 days, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks. So I was like, that seems so nice. And it was like meal prep in under an hour or something. So I did the lunch and the snacks and the breakfast, but for dinner I decided to do something different. But this is what it looks like. It's kind of squished. But it's quinoa, chickpeas, carrots, cranberries, beets, and then I got this salad dressing. Let me show you. Strawberry champagne vinaigrette from Walmart. It tastes so good. And my lunch is done. Meal prepping is literally my favorite thing. Welcome to my laundry room slash garage. My garage is literally a mess. I have this chair that I'm getting rid of. It's trash here, and I have a bunch of clean laundry over there, and it just needs to be taken care of. I actually am trying to make a home gym in here where all of the clean laundry is. I'm getting an elliptical from a lady from my church, and I have a walking pad, I have my weights, and I think that everything, like having all of that, I'll be able to work out in my garage, which will be so nice, especially on days like today where I walked to the gym, and yesterday when it was freezing cold outside and I did not want to walk, but I did because I want to be somebody who loves working out this year. So anyways, I'm in here doing laundry. I thought I would throw a load in while I watched so we could be productive. I just finished the episode. That was crazy, but this has 2 more minutes on it, so I thought I would just chat about kind of how the rest of my day, I guess it was done. Just kind of how the rest of my day is going to look. So I do still have to do things on the computer, so that's next. And then I do still want to clean the office slash hallway area, and that will be pretty much the end of like my tasks that I have to do today. It's still a little bit time consuming, so I think what I'm gonna do is finish up the laundry, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of the admin tasks, and then we'll probably just go for like a quick little afternoon walk just to get out of the house. So little update. It is currently 5, I think it's 5 exactly. Oh no, it's 5:09, which I've gotten my hallway cleaned up. I did the admin tasks that I needed to do today, and I got pretty much the entire beginning part of this vlog, everything before this moment I have edited, which is so nice and weight off my shoulders because I am putting this out Monday and it is Friday. Usually I give myself like a week to film, edit, and schedule and upload, but I think that this time it's going to be I edit and I post. So that'll be interesting. I've never like just posted a YouTube video outright, so I'm wondering how that will, if it changes anything like view wise. But anyways, I am now contemplating whether or not to read my book or to watch some podcasts. I'm thinking that I kind of want to read because I'm gonna watch the game later. So instead of just being like eyes glued to the TV the whole time, I want to finish my book anyways. I have, let me see. I have 2 hours and 16 minutes left in this book. I do think that Kindle reads your speed at the beginning and then just keeps it that way, so I could be like way less than this. I also, once I get into a book, I'm usually faster than when I'm like trying to like just get myself to finish it. At the moment I'm reading Hello Girls by Brittany Cavallaro and Emily Henry. I'm not 100% sure what the like who wrote what chapter and like how they collabed on this book, but I have read books by Emily Henry and she writes a lot of romance. I'm not a huge fan of romance, but when I do read it, I usually like hers. And I don't know what Brittany Cavallaro writes, so this isn't like a romance book at all though. And right now I'm giving it like a 3, but I think it's just because the middle part of the book is so long and like I'm like ready to see where they're going and like what they're doing. I'm trying not to give any spoilers to those who read and would ever want to read this book. But if you ever read A Court of Thorns and Roses, like 70% is like the setup of the story, and then the last 30% of the book is like where everything happens. And I feel like that's how this is gonna be. So the last 2 hours and 17 minutes that I read this book, it's just gonna be like fast. So I don't know, I think I might read this. I also might get myself another latte because it's a little cold, I'm a little chilly, it's getting dark outside. I say dark as my windows are like bright white right now, but in my house it's not as bright as it has been. So I think I'm gonna like turn on the fireplace, close the windows, put maybe I'll put my backdrop on the TV, make myself another little latte, and then just read for a little bit, and then we'll reconvene once I'm done reading. Okay, so I'm at 80% done with my book and I just had to stop reading for a little bit. I read for an hour, so we're pretty much almost done with the book at this point. I think I'm gonna watch the rest of my podcasts, or at least catch up on some of the podcasts that I was watching earlier and just kind of like saved throughout this week. My husband and his brother are also live on YouTube, so I'm having that on to like help their stuff as well. But yeah, it's pretty much just gonna be a chill rest of the night. I am definitely sleepy. It just kind of came out of nowhere. I think when you don't do a whole lot during the day, it can actually like make you more sleepy than if you were to like actually be doing stuff. So I don't know, but I think I'm going to end out the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed today, and hopefully this helps you to romanticize your just like mundane, boring days, because it's real life. Everybody has days where they're not doing anything, and you just kind of have to find things to do. And some days you get to catch up on all the things that you wanted to catch up on, and some days you just have to work really hard. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, week, night, evening, month, year. And I will see you guys in my podcast Friday, and see you guys next week for another YouTube video. Bye everybody.